You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Alright, good evening. Got a 667 here, a return label. I took some of this down. Pretty much all this stuff come out of it. For what reason had this got a that that comes out of a Cobra 29 or something other like that. I don't even know what that's doing in there, but they had it evidently in this front of this thing. It's 667. Ought to be a 500, but it's a 667. Like it's got all Toshibas in it. I don't know who's been doing the work in it or what, but this cap here is unpopped on the top. It popped out, needs replacing, which that's no trouble. It needs a lot of TLC. Now, I don't know if the I don't think that goes there. To look at my book in a few minutes, but I don't think that goes there. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna pull the boards out of it and look up underneath them. See what's under there. Might as well do it while we already got it down this far. Might as well check under the hood. I got it. Not my favorite of favorite amps. Like this had a little heat in that. Might ought to put another one of them in. This wire here don't go there. I don't know why that's there. Mr. Kitty down. What you want, Mr. Kitty? Hmm. This is Monday. I didn't come down yet. I didn't even come downstairs yesterday. Didn't even. I took Sunday completely off. I went, stayed upstairs and hung out with Amy the whole time. Oh. I think I'm about to end up buying me another camcorder. I think I don't wanna have to buy one, but this is getting the door that opens on it is getting it's been opened and opened and opened back and forth, which that's what cuts it on. So you gotta open the thing before it even cuts it on. It won't even. It's a Sony. I know it's a 405. I don't know, HD 405, something like that. 405. What you want, cat? Hannah went off to college and she left the cat here because she had to pay, I think it was an extra $100 just to take your pet with her. And hell, the rent was already way high, $800 some dollars. And she was sharing. Amazing. Extra $100, take Gim cat with her. And somebody glued these on. Yeah, somebody's had it out. They look like got quite enough heatsink compound on it. Let's check the board over while we got it here. Get out the spectacles. Look over these traces right good. Looks pretty good. The cap right there is missing. Put a cap there. Hello? Ma'am? Yes, this is Ian. Yeah. Well, I mean, I won't, let me call my niece and see if I can get her to come get me. I was wanting to leave it, so I'm gonna have to get her to, come uptown with me. I'm actually live down here in Castle County, so, alright, we're back. I've been on the phone with, PayPal trying to get that stuff right. And I've been working on this while that's there. So I put a 1,000 here, 1,000 there, a 10 unit Henry choke here, 10 there. This is the one came out, it's a little black. Too bad, but as you can see, it's discolored and black. Got it off of there. This one's discolored in black a little bit. I don't know if you can see that really good, but that versus this, even though this wire's bigger, it's still 10 unit Henry choke. It's still what it's supposed to be. So now I'm putting the 10 ohms down. I don't know. I don't know what, where, when, how, but this amp came in and it was already, some of it was already not even on the boards. It's little little piece of solder that was touching the output combiner. Somebody's redone that. I don't know. I don't know. It's really a waste of time to even sit and think about it. Might as well just go on and fix it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I went to town this morning. Well, I was down here working on this and just had started working on it. I was 8:30 a.m. and the place that I'm getting to, well, I got to doing alignment on my truck called, so it called my niece and told her to follow me uptown and pick me up because I was just going to leave it, and I did leave it. And my niece said, "You want to go see Mama?" And I said, "Well, Granny." I said, "Yeah." So we went down and seen Granny. And I cut her fingernails and visited with her for a little bit. Cut her fingernails and her toenails. Okay, it's all the 10 ohms down. I've been jumping around on this thing. From a little thing to do to another little thing to do to I'm sorting these pins. So there, make connection. Yeah, well, that's what you do when you do this. The soldering iron is only around 700 degrees. So I've added 2 ground wires. This ground wire here running up to there. This one is normally where they got one, but it wasn't one on there. I've been through and looked at the parts that was on it. I'm going to have to put a variable power on it. But I don't know why this wire was on it where it was at. It was connected here and to here. I have no clue why it was at. I don't want to cross the bottom of it and redone spots on the bottom. I'll wash it off before I go back. Evidently he had this thing out because he crazy glued them on there, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You never can tell what somebody else done. I don't know. But somebody's done some stuff in it. This wire here, it goes up, goes over there. I'll connect to that back like it's supposed to be. I'll put it back like the book says. I'm going off that pretty much. I got the damn hiccups. I put a new 100 puff cap there. I didn't have a look. I looked all around and looked through all the stuff I had and looked for a 100 puff metal clad, and couldn't find one. This looks like a combiner that I made. This amp may have been down here before, I don't know. If it has, I don't remember it. But then that's no big feat. Hell, I don't remember a lot of shit. God, I got the drunken hiccups. I hate them damn things. Hold my breath for 3 hours, I don't have to worry about it. Now see, this is one of the amps that vary from what the schematics say. For says this, it's only showing two tones of the input, and it's got way more than that. That's the reason you can't go by everything this says. Some of the things you just have to remember for yourself and what you've previously done. And this one is the got a instead of $1 but a $1. Let's see if I can come up with a meter. And see, this one here is tied here instead of over here. Some of them are a little different, and this might work just as good with like this than it would the other way. But as I looking at this thing, it looks like some of the stuff I've done. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, hiccups go away. what I'm doing here is tying this board on the B plus side to this one. So already the two grounds are hooked together on there. For factory, I only put one. It's got two. And sometimes you gotta watch where you put that because it will start looking like capacitance. At least I've had two that did. Then I put a ground wire over here and I ran it through, and it was, the amp didn't act right. And I got to doing some work on it, and I took that off and left it off, and it went away. The problem did, and I put that back on and it came back. So that's the only thing I could do. Figure it was into that. So, and it happened more than once. So long story short, I quit putting them back there. But I tried to tie these boards together from here to here instead of just having two ran out. It seems easier. Look under this here and make sure this switch makes connections from here to over here. Uh, Alright, I'm going to take this upstairs and wash it. The more I look at this thing, it looks like I've been in this. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let me start putting a little a thing where I can tell. Might be able to tell now. No, I'll be able to tell now. Alright then, let me go wash this thing off. Oh, maybe the damn hiccups will go away. Alright then, y'all have a good one later. Alright, we're back. I've been working on this thing while I was talking on the phone to a friend of mine. So I've got more done to this thing than it was a while ago. I think last time I was on video, I didn't even have it in the case. What up, Boo Boo? What you want?
I need something.
You want what?
It's for somebody. It's for green. It's for my papa.
So what?
It's for my papa and my granny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My papa and for my granny.
Can you text it to me?
It's for my papa and my granny.
Then say it again.
It's for my papa and my granny.
For your papa's what?
For my papa and my granny.
Your papa and your granny, okay. I don't know what you need for them, but okay.
I need something.
Alright, we're back. If y'all ever get one of these amps and work on them, don't never, ever try to fire these things up without these feedbacks on the Texas stove. Never, ever, ever. I mean, with the way we build amps, they made way, I guess. Sometimes I'll test the amp and it won't have the feedbacks on them, and it don't too much hurt them. But a Texas stove, pretty much very vital to have these feedbacks in that circuit. So do not forget and leave them out. And I always remember that every time I get to working on one of these that I forgot or didn't really forget, just being lazy years ago, and didn't put them in there. I was sitting there a while ago listening to one of them old quacks, Democrats, talking about the buying an EV, and then my next door neighbor over here, he's got a Tesla, and he just got it back, and then they went to Florida. Because they was excited for getting it back. It's been in the shop, been sitting down there at a dealership in Greensboro, waiting for an update through Apple, and they couldn't get to it, so it's been sitting there. He's been making payments on the damn thing, and he bought it 3 years ago, and it's been in and out, in and out, in and out of that damn dealership down there. And updates. It's not wanting to take an update, and then when it does take an update, they gotta put another update on it. It's like a computer. It pretty much is a computer. But you know, if you go, so he's supposed to update actually Wi-Fi, or either you can hardwire it in and update it like that. And he's got a Tesla Power thing at his house too. Man, he paid for all that stuff, but he just retired from. He retired about 5 years ago from LabCorp, and so he went out and bought him a Tesla, and he's paid it off. I mean, he paid a pretty good chunk when he got it, but if you look at the guy, he looks like Einstein. He's got a lot of white hair. What are you doing? He's got... You better watch. She don't want you touching stuff. But anyways, can you shut up? No, I didn't think you could. There she is, getting her to play with you. Okay. Take her outside and play with her, Bella.
Okay, come on, Jota.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now don't you be getting into nothing.
I'll watch.
Yeah. Go with Bella. Go. Anyways, that'll half on down. I guess she was on Fox or something. She was talking about they'll give you $4,000 off of a EV, American-made EV, and it's got to be, but it's got to be, now you got to listen to the but she says on it. It's got to be made in the U.S. In the U.S. 100% U.S. made. That's what she says. Listen to the little small words she says in there. They'll give you $4,000 today. And she emphasized today. $4,000 today to buy a new one. And I think it was like 1,500 or something. I don't forget exactly what the numbers are, but it was like $1,500 to buy a used one. You ain't gonna find no damn used one. And if you do find a used one, you're gonna pay more for it than what it's worth. These people they're stupid. They're stupid. They're like, and they might, you know, getting back to my friend, he says he was going to Florida. Alright, so he's gone, him and his family get up, get in the Tesla, pack everything up, go to Florida. And you can't throw that to her. That's a copper pipe, honey. Get it. Tell her to get a frisbee, she'll find it.
I'll find it.
Go get your frisbee. Go get your frisbee. Find your frisbee. Go get your frisbee. Well, anyways, he goes down to Florida. I'm looking this over. I ain't just bullshitting, but I got to get a switch. He starts going down to Florida, and he's getting 260 some miles. So I think he gets to Georgia, and he stops and charges, or he's in the beginning of Georgia and South Carolina, and he stops and charges, and it cost him like $22 to charge up. It was at a Tesla charging station, and it only got up to 70%. So that cuts your mileage down. So went about another 170 miles, something like that, 170, 180 miles, and then he had to. They wasn't going to have a charging station. It tells you on the computer where they at, so it maps it out. Did you find it? Okay. Well, no, it's frisbee.
Frisbee.
Not football, frisbee. Come on.
Frisbee.
Play with that. Well, he has to stop, I think, 150, he said. 140, 150. And he has to wait. At each one of these stations, from 45 minutes, one of them took right at 2 hours to charge the vehicle. So by the time we can drive down that gas, and Amy has to stop every other exit to piss, and then stop and eat, all kinds of different things. But traffic in Atlanta, that's a given. That's going to always happen. But we usually get down, and they went, I think, to Tampa. But anyways, we usually get down in about 10, 11, 12 hours. 12 hours, majority of the time. 12. And it took them right at 20 hours to get down there. 20 hours to get down there. Some of these charging stations they had to go to and stop and wait, because there's only like 10 charging stations, and every one of them was full. And then he was only getting, they wasn't charged up to 100 for some reason. He said most of the time he only gets like, if he charges at home, he only gets like 70%. Even if he charges for like 4 days, it only gets like 70%. And he can go out to one of the super stations, which he's got a Tesla charging station, but not a super station. And he can get up to about 90%. Sometimes it'll go to 100, he says. But yeah. But then that woman was talking about, we'll go solar, we'll go wind. Well, you got to think about solar and wind. Then will be some good things. But at nighttime, what's the problem at nighttime? With solar. That's the thing with that. And then the windmills. What's the deal with that? If the wind ain't blowing, you got that. Well, there's another thing. It said would store the power. Well, you don't have the batteries. They don't have the batteries to store the stuff. Who are you talking to? She is behind me, sitting in a chair with a little microphone. But it has no end on it. And she's talking on a CV to somebody.
No,
Who you talk to, Bella?
I have to. Well, you are paying.
You talking to Bluey?
No, I'm talking to.
Come in, tell me.
I'm talking to Mandra, and she wants me to do her appointment. Like, Mandra wants her appointment
Hold on.
done.
Who?
Mandra wants her appointment done. Because she has something to have to fix her old valve, her music, her.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Her music bio. Her clip broke. Her clip button broke. For the music bio.
Say what?
The clip button, but for the music bio. That's what she's here for appointment.
Okay. All right.
I haven't seen what y'all.
Tell them you love them.
I love y'all. You want me to not your history she was not a wrestling Miss Jersey. So, do I need to put that in?
I don't know. And people don't think about that stuff. They don't care. They don't care for one thing.
I think that will be $20, please.
If this shit hits the fan, I hate it for them. But they ain't the ones gonna have to pay for it.
Because y'all are freaking. Y'all want our $10 bucket of screwdrivers.
They'll get.
But
It'll be long. It won't be long.
buckets of screwdrivers. We need some.
They'll completely cut out gas vehicles, diesel vehicles, anything else that's that they don't like. They'll take and they'll already stop the supply chain of things. So, in
So,
the electric stuff, you ain't allowed to work on it. For say it's somewhere it carries parts.
I'm not sure.
The only place I know is them. I don't know, you gotta think about everything. The way I think about it, it just don't look like it's a lot there. It don't look like they thought that out yet. They could do more with hydrogen. You get 3 times the mileage. Hydrogen, you can boil the take stainless steel plates and current and make hydrogen out of water, and the byproducts of that's going to be Brown's gas. I've actually took a transformer I got back here and took stainless steel plates and Teflon, put a foot by It was 1 foot by 8 inches, and you put a plate, you put some Teflon things in the corner, pieces of Teflon just to keep it from putting together. You make plates, one hot, one ground, one hot, one ground, one hot, one ground. Keep stacking them up, and you stack them up and throw some current to it, and it'll start bubbling. You make and the way we captured the gas coming off of it,
Are you waiting?
of course we took a 5-gallon bucket, put a top over top of it. Yeah, did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good girl. And you take a hose and put on top of that 5-gallon bucket that's got a cap on it that you got the plate in, and you seal off the little holes, and the gas coming off of it, you put a hose coming off of that, and you take a bottle of water, and take the bottle like this. Take that bottle, fill it up with water. That the hose is coming off the other one, off the other 5-gallon bucket, and you got another 5-gallon bucket of water there. You fill this bottle up with water, and then you turn it upside down. You take the hose and put the hose down in the water that the hydrogen is coming out of, stick it up in the bottle, and of course the hydrogen gets trapped up in here, and the water gets squished out. Once the water's gone, you screw the top on, and we took a string to see how much hydrogen we had, and took a string and tied it to it, and I had a torch bigger than this, but sitting there, had it lit, and just like that, sitting there, and then I'd pull the bottle into it, and then of course the bottle would the flame would go through the bottle, and then boom, that was a hell of a noise. But yeah, we made a little hydrogen. Not much. It ain't very efficient. A friend of mine thought he was going to be Stanley Myers, and if y'all don't know who he is, you need to look him up. At least, they probably don't even have no videos of him on that no more, but he was making hydrogen gas, and he ran a car all the way from California to New York. It was had a Volkswagen engine on it. It's been converted over to hydrogen, and all the water that it was using was urine, seawater, out of a mud puddle, just any way you can possibly name to get water. He was getting it, pouring it, you know, of course filtering it a little bit, I guess, and putting it over in his hydrogen vehicle, and drove it. Came back, done all the testing on it, got all that done. You can read it, it's on Google. The name's Stanley Myers, and the United States government, he was getting a patent, and U.S. government wanted to know his information, this, that, and the other, wanted to start getting this stuff made, I guess, or act like they did. But it's all public record. I guess it's still out there. But He went to eat with the government at a Cracker Barrel. It was him, his wife, his brother, and the government. And on the way out of Cracker Barrel, he fell dead. They said it was food poisoning. Well, of course, they took him to the hospital, tried to revive him. This, that, and the other, pronounced him dead a little bit later. And when the family came back home, which was the brother, the wife came home to his house, the house had been broken into and all his cars, all his equipment, and all that stuff was gone. Seems kind of suspicious, don't it? I don't know. I leave that up to y'all, what y'all think about what went on. But like I said, it's public record. It ought to be accessible. And then, you know, another funny thing is that why is Bill Gates buying all this farmland? How much farmland does Bill Gates own? He's done bought 270,000 acres of farmland across the country. And Jeff Bezos, 420,000 acres of farmland. How much land does China own in the U.S.? How much land does China own in the U.S.? That's a lot. Of course, I don't want you to know all that. Chinese owns the controls over 192,000 acres in the U.S. Got it right there. That phone's going dead. Seems kind of funny, don't it? Then you Google how much land United States owns in China. I don't even think it gives you a number. I don't think we own any over there. We own land in other countries, but not like China owns over here. Stanley Myers. Stanley Myers hydrogen car. That's why you got to look him up, because it's a lot of people named Stanley Myers, I guess. But he had a water fuel cell hydrogen car. If you want to read something that's weird, read that. There's the car that he drove. Yeah, that's a damn thing on it. That was his water powered car and everything he drove. I think it's actually a drawing of it. But that's actually Stanley Myers. Made hydrogen. Hydrogen would be so much easier. I mean, I know it's explosive as hell, but hell. With everything, it comes a risk. It's like back when, you know, they had Tesla and Peckerneck. The one that everybody thinks made electricity, but he was just doing the DC thing. Shit. Got my head on my ass today. Ain't had much sleep. Damn. Not Einstein.